correspondent Mike Emanuel shows us how big cities across America are trying to recover from
this. Thank you. This is the L2C Media Network, and this is the L2C Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Bexley, presented by the L2C Media Network. And now, standing on a platform of details and headlines and nothing but sports, here's our presidential candidate, Steve Baxley. Good evening.
And the president is saying if Mayor Phil...
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everybody. Can we get there? We go. Hello, everybody. Steve Baxley here. Glad to have you with us. Let us, without foible ado. There. Oh, so that's how it's done. Let us, without any foible to do, get to the sports news. That's what we do. That is our platform. And we don't need anybody to tell you what you need. So let's get to it, shall we? Give you all sports news, give you all the headlines, give you everything. So let's get to it. Schaust we schaust. Right here, right now. And oh boy, we got a lot for you, don't we? Yes, we do. Well, with the Dallas Mavericks are in the middle of giving the Clippers a real scare in the second half of their first round series opener, Kristaps Porzingis was ejected midway through the third quarter after receiving his second technical foul of the game. And let's just say neither technical or argument, if you will. Gee, we're talking good, ain't we? Man, that was bogus as hell, man. Come on, man. LeBron James, that King James. The tech in question was asserted after Porzingis stepped in as Marcus Morris and my name is Luka Doncic. We're getting into it. Porzingis lightly pushed Morris away before we go any further with the play reactions. Yeah, we all know how we saw it. Now, for what it's worth, former official Steve JV, working for the four-letter monolith, the ESPN, said on the broadcast that he believes the officials made the right call on Porzingis' second tech, saying he came in the situation not as a peacemaker, but as an escalator. That is highly debatable. I mean, it's worse is the first tech on Porzingis was weak. He made what replay showed to be a pretty clean block, and when he was whistled for a foul, he reacted momentarily as any normal human being would in the middle of an emotional playoff game. The guy didn't berate the ref. He didn't go on and point and curse. He reacted for a second, then stopped. This is ridiculous officiating. This isn't playoffs, for heaven's sakes. There's going to be emotion. He didn't do anything on either of these plays that warranted the old techaroo. But okay, gave him the first one. Swallow your whistle on the second. You don't throw the second best player on the Mavericks out of the game for that. And you can bet NBA Twitter reacted accordingly in echoing LeBron's bogus sentiment, starting with Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk? The ejection is super soft. How about Dorell Wright? That was weak, man. Kevin Love, you gotta eject him. Kristaps for that. Protecting the Mavs' best player? Well, that's bad. Spencer Dinwiddie, no ejection in the playoffs, man. Nasty. Okay, by the way, would you like to know the scores of the NBA in the stunning Technicolor world of the playoffs? Well, glad you're here then. Let's go to it. And here we go. And here we go. And here we go. Okay, the final in overtime. The Nuggets beat the Jazz by 10, 135 to 125. Mitchell for Utah, 57 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Murray for Denver, 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. The Raptors, of course, the infamous, you're going to love this. They are the NBA world champs defending. Beat up on the Brooklyn Nets, 134 to 110. Luwawu Cabrat for Brooklyn, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Van Fleet for Toronto, 30 points, 2 rebounds, 11 assists. Celtics beat the 76ers, 109-101. Embiid for Philly, 26 points, 16 rebounds, and 1 assist. Tatum for Boston, 32 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist. And finally, it were the Clippers, 118. The Mavericks, 110. Luka Doncic, 42 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Leonard, 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Yes. And yes, friends, let's try that again. The jerseys, James film, Space Jam 2, were revealed. I know you'd like to see them. I know I like to see them. Well, they ugly. LeBron James takes great care with his fashion choices in public, but we might want to give him a mulligan on the new uniforms from Space Jam, A New Legacy. The first glimpse of what the Toon Squad will be wearing was unveiled on Monday, and reactions haven't exactly been thrilling. Aside from the bizarre blue and orange colors, the jersey almost looks like it has a bullseye jutting out of James's side. And looking at it, the uniforms from the original Space Jam, now they were hardly iconic, but they worked in an understated sort of way. The logo was confined to the center of the jersey, otherwise clean blue and white. The jerseys aren't the attraction here. They shouldn't be the wildest thing on the court that includes Bugs Bunny, and yet here we are. Fortunately, if the uniforms are the only misstep, the movie is probably in pretty good shape. Aside from James, it'll feature Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, Kyle Kuzma, Diana Taurasi, Nikia Ogamoik, and Shini Shiny Ogumite in unspecified roles, though presumably many will have their talent stolen by the Monstars, or this version's equivalent. Don Cheadle leads the non-basketball portion of the cast, and Black Panther director Ryan Coogler is involved as a producer. Now, while the talent here is strong and the bar is pretty low, nobody's asking for The Godfather, but with Looney Tunes, these jerseys are a bit disappointing, but so long as we get 90 minutes of LeBron dunking on ends, the movie will be a hit. But still, Michael Jordan's version is the true GOAT. And besides, you can't have a Space Jam without Wayne, and I'm going to say this, I will not be censored, but for reasonability of the YouTube rules, you cannot, and I repeat, I don't care if it is LeBron James, you cannot have a Space Jam sequel without the dynamic duo of Bill Murray and Wayne freaking Knight. Yet, Bill Murray and Wayne Knight, unsung heroes of the original Space Jam, with, of course, the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, front and center. But Wayne Knight stole the movie, as did Bill Murray, and they better be involved in this one. There we go. Can I get a bing and a bang here? Thank you. We'll give the devil his due, but he better get Wayne Knight and Bill Murray in this film. I mean, come on. They were in Jordans. They brought the laughs. They brought the class. Okay, now let's get to more fun with the Big Ten. Now, as you remember, the Big Ten went along with another couple of schools in saying, we're not going to play football. Well, now, Penn State Athletic Director Sandy Barbour became the second Big Ten administrator to question whether a formal vote was taken to cancel the fall 2020 college football season with hopes of moving it to the spring amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Barbour said Monday during a Zoom call, hey, it's unclear whether there was even a vote or not. Well, last week, Minnesota's President Joan Gable offered a similar sentiment. We didn't vote, per se. It's a deliberative process where we came to a decision together. But I absolutely support the decision that we came to. Safety first. Absolutely. Safety first. Now, the Big Ten previously finalized conference-only schedule on August 5th. 6 days later, it made the decision to postpone play until at least spring of 2021. Now, Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren has come under increasing criticism for his leadership on the matter. Parents representing half of the Big Ten schools are calling on the conference to reverse its decision. At least some of those parents have asked for an in-person meeting with Warren in hopes of receiving a more detailed explanation. Some players have spoken out to the point. Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields started a MoveOn.org online petition with the hashtag We Want to Play. Last Monday afternoon, the petition had 250,000 siggies. That's signatures, folks, in hip words. Now, Warren has a heavy influence on the decision. Big Ten sources told our friends over at CBS Sports, in the past, the league has simply voted as a body on matters this important. A league sportsman or spokesman did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Now, radio host Stan Patrick said last week that the Big Ten presidents voted 12-2 on August 10th to move football to the spring, a day before the conference made its announcement. Iowa and Nebraska voted against. Patrick said, however, league sources told CBS that no formal vote was taken that day. Now, news accounts from last week all refer to a vote being taken by Big Ten presidents on August 11th ahead of the conference's announcement. Warren, when pressed during an interview on Big Ten Network, said the league was not unanimous in its decision. Well, there's been much speculation, but it has never been substantiated whether a vote was taken or the count of the presumed vote. Barbour said, I will make myself much clearer on the statement. It is unclear to me whether or not there was a vote. Nobody has ever told me there was. I just don't know whether there actually was by the chancellors and presidents. Well, it was later revealed that at least Nebraska, Michigan, and Ohio State had problems with the outcome. Cornhuskers coach Scott Frost said his program would look at all options to play in fall 2020. Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith said he wanted the league to wait before making a decision. Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh made it clear he was against the decision in a release from the Wolverines. Warren said at the time of the decision, our schools, we don't always agree, but people understand that we will be together in the Big Ten. Well, Barbour said she would be in favor of a face-to-face meeting between parents of Big Ten athletes and Warren. I certainly will always be in favor of our student athletes and their families having as much information as possible. Pepperidge Farm remembers, she said. Didn't say the last part. Somebody else did. So the bouncing ball continues to go places no one has ever wanted to go before. Okay, we continue now. The SEC has announced a revamped 2020 football schedule. Would you like to know what that is? Well, I'm glad you do. Yes, I do want to know what that is. What do you got to say about it?
Bell tire, bell tire, bell tire, bell tire.
Ah, you say a lot, don't you, there, pal? All right. Let's get to the hop. Let's get to the pop. Oh, baby. Okay. Here's your SEC schedule. And the SEC intends to move forward and play the 2020 college football season. On Monday, the league officially released its retooled 10-game conference schedule. As previously announced, the SEC will begin play on September 26, which would normally be week 4 of the season. A number of big-time games have been moved as a result of the adjusted schedule. Florida-Georgia, for example, which takes place within 7 days of Halloween weekend, will instead be played in the new Week 7 on November 7th. The game is still scheduled for Jacksonville, Florida. Now, speaking of the Gators, their annual rivalry game at Tennessee has been moved to December 5th, marking the first time since 2001 that the game will be played in the last week of the season. Now, although the Iron Bowl between Alabama and Auburn will stay on November 28th, it will no longer be the last regular season game of the season for either team. Crimson Tide will travel to Arkansas the following week, with the Tigers hosting Texas A&M. Now, each SEC team has a built-in bye week between Week 5 and Week 7, plus a conference-wide open week on December 12th to accommodate any disruptions that might occur. The SEC championship game, originally scheduled for December 5th at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, will instead be played on December 19th. And tomorrow we will go through the weeks. We'll let you know who's playing who. Now, the league agreed to its modified schedule at the end of July and announced early in August that teams would be given 2 additional games on top of their normal 8-game conference schedule. Naturally, not everyone came out a winner, and reports indicated that a coach's conference call got contentious over some competitive imbalances, if you will. Still, football is being played, or at least it's being planned to play, but that's far from a given in 2020 as the coronavirus pandemic continues to impact the globe. And almost every network and local station's sportscast. In fact, there's their commentary. Okay, can we go to some baseball scores? Yes, we can. Well, here we go. All right. Bottom of the 8th, the Athletics and the Diamondbacks are tied at 3. 3-5-1 for the Athletics, 3-7-1 for the Diamondbacks. Mid-8th, the Giants are over the Angels, 6-5, 6-10-0 for the Giants, 5-10-0 for the Angels. Bottom of the 7th inning, it is the LA Dodgers in a mollywop against the Mariners, 11-8, 11-12-1 for the Dodgers, 8-11-0 for the Mariners. Here's some final scores for you. St. Louis Cardinals beat up on the Chicago Cubs 3-1, 3-4-0 for the Cards, 1-3-1 for the Cubs. Gallegos. Got the win. He's 1-0. Hendricks got the loss for the Cubbies. He's 3-2. And Miller gets a save for the Cardinals. That's his second. And the players of the game were for Chicago, Hendricks. The pitcher pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 errors. Not 3 errors, 3 earned runs. 5 strikeouts he got, and 1 base on balls, otherwise known as a wicked walk. Gallegos for St. Louis, their pitcher, pitched 1 inning, gave up no hit or earned run, got 2 strikeouts and no walks. All right, let's keep this love affair going. Yankees over the Red Sox, 6-3, 6-5-2 for the Yanks, 3-8-0 for the Bo Sox. King gets to kick in the uprights With a win, he's 1-for-1, and Perez gets a loss. For the Red Sox, he's 2-3. Voit from the New York Rangers, first baseman, 2-for-4, 2 runs, 2 hits, and 3 and 3 no-nos. Was that right on that, Mark? I know. Was that right on that? 2-3 is Perez. Voit for the Yankees, first baseman, 2-for-4, 2 runs, 2 homers, and 3 ribs. King for the Yankees, pitcher, 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and the rest on a gift certificate. There were no walks. The Atlanta Braves beat the World Series defending champion Washington Nationals 7-6, 7-13-0 for the Braves, 6-9-0 for the Nats. Smith gets his second win in a row for the Braves, while Hudson wallows in obscure loneliness. He's 1-2. Now Swanson, the shortstop for Atlanta, went 3-for-6, 2 runs, a homer, and 2 ribs. And Noah, the pitcher for Atlanta, 3-0, 2 hits, no red luck. Here we go. We got more. Mets beat up on the Marlins 11-4, 11-14-0 for the Mets, 4-11-0 for the Marlins. Shreve got the win for the Mets. He's 1-0. Yamamoto gets a loss for the Marlins. He's 0-1. And Kilome gets everything waiting on the jet plane. All right. Cano for the Mets, second baseman, 3-for-4, 3 runs, 2 homers, 4 ribs. Shreve for the Mets, the pitcher, 2 1 third innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, but he did get 5 strikeouts and no base on balls. All right, let's keep going. The Blue Jays beat up on the Orioles 7-2, 7-9-0 for the Jays, 2-5-0 for the O's. Ryu gets the win. He is 2-1, and Cobb is 1-2. Huzzah. Ryu for Toronto, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 Eshmata. For Ryu, 6 full innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. BGO for Toronto, for Toronto, the second baseman. 3 out of 5. Roll into our little blurb and start writing things. Ryu pitched 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run. Okay. We do Ryu 6 full, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts, no walks. BGO, the second baseman, went 3-for-5, 2 runs, a homer, and 3 ribs. White Sox pummeled Detroit 7-2, 7-11-1 for the White Sox, 2-7-2 for the Tigers. Hewer gets his first win. Boyd gets his third loss in a row. Anderson for the White Sox, shortstop, went 2-for-5, 2 runs, 2 homers, 2 RBIs. Robert, the Chicago White Sox center fielder, okay, by the way, before we do all that, we got to do all this. Anderson for the White Sox, 2-for-5, 2 runs, 2 homers, and 2 ribs. Roberts for Chicago, 2-for-4, 2 runs, 2 homers, 3 ribs. Twins over the Royals, 4-1, 4-9-0 for the Twins, 1-7-0 for the Royals. Smeltzer gets his big win for the Twins. He goes nada. Okay, sorry about that. Cubs beat the Cardinals 5-4. 5-3-0 for the Cubs, 4-5-0 for the Cardinals. Underwood gets his first win. Webb for the Cardinals gets his first loss, and Jeffress picks up his second save of the season. Miller, the designated hitter for St. Louis, went 2 for 2, 2 runs, 2 homers, 3 ribs, and a walk. Underwood went one better, 1.5 innings, no hit, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. More final than the ace of spades. Here we go. Padres really roughed up the Texas Rangers, 14-4, 14-11-1 for the Pods, 4-4-1 for the Rangers. Davies gets it and leaves with it. He went 3 for 2. 14-4 Padres over the Rangers, 14-11-1 for the Pods, 4-4-1. Well, that's the Rangers line. Davies gets the win for the Pods. He's 3-2. Lyles goes 1 for 2. They tell me what it is. Anyway. Let's see. Davis 6 feet. Anyway. We'll put the rest up. Finally, the Astros beat the Rockies 2-1, 2-7-1 for the Stros, 1-2-1 for the Rocks. Bielak gets third win in a row for Astro, while Freeland goes 2-1, and Taylor gets his first save of the season. Freeland, the Colorado pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. Bielak for Houston, the pitcher, with 6 full, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. That's right, a little walkie. Okay, that's baseball. Why don't we do some NBA scores? Or did we do it already? Did we? I think we. Okay. We did hockey. We did all that. Okay. Well, that's anyway. That is Believe It or Nerf. Okay, gotta remind you, Nick Rekieta is on tonight. He's got a whole lot of law-splaining to do as he hosts Law-Splaining the Interwebs. Please watch on the Rekieta Law Network here on YouTube. All right. What's gonna do you for, kids? Okay, that was our commercial. So, what's left? Well, I know it is left, and it's always right to do this. Scoreboard time. That's right. It is the Wild and Wacky Fun Fiesta we call. I'll get that closed. Have no fear. I got a way to do it. I'll do it when the show ends here. Yeah, well, we gotta do something about that. Get some new windows or something. All right. Mom is trying to close a window here. I may have to do that, which means I'll have to get up, get on up, get up. Okay, let's get you to some soccer action. In the Europa League playoffs, Inter defeated Shakhtar Donetsk 5-0 in the club-friendly World of Soccer. St. Truden and Lommel tied at 1. Kogi and Avarta tied at 1. Vigili over Aarhus Vermad 3-2. Braunschweig over Skovshoved 3-1. Mosta over Gida 2-1. 7-0 TSV Hevelis. Anyway. Here's the World Club Friendly. St. Truden and Lummel tied at 1. Koki and Varda tied at 1. Beasley in our house Vermont 3-2. Braunschweig over Shostov 3-1. Mostad defeated Guija 2-1. TSV Hevelis over Bergdorf 7-0. Eindhoven a 1-0 game for Jag PSV. Ginsheim over Moorbach 4-3. Brandenburger over Brandenburger over Teltower 4-0. Ginsheim over Mombach 4-3. And Eindhoven over Young PSV 1-0. TSV Hevelis and Bergdorf 7-0. TSV wins it. Basketball, we've already went through there. Hockey had their playoffs. MLB had their thing. KBO, the Korean baseball organization, or the folks in, of all places, the wonderful home of the rising sun. Of course, we're talking Japan. And by the way, I think Jay's going to talk about this new thing that's upset the folks at Funimation a little bit, and Crunchyroll. Seems that Toei finally had enough, and they're starting their own anime channel. Free. Did you finally solve the problem?
It's coming apart up here.
Yeah. Gonna have to fix that window. Okay, well, I will after the broadcast. In fact, the broadcast is almost coming to an end. We're 32 minutes in. We got 13 to go. So, let's go do this, shall we? Yes. All right. We done the scoreboard. We done what we could. That's right. I hope you enjoyed the scoreboard. We always try to do what we can for duty and honor. So, okay. Wow. What a manic Monday this has been. I can't wait for the Transit Tuesday. Somewhere there will be a Transit Tuesday. You just gotta believe. And I do. Okay, there we go. Nice little spin of the wheel. Okay, we're at 12:45, but that still doesn't mean we're over the show yet. No, friends, we just got to do what we do naturally since we just gave you all the scores and everything else. Here's what we also do for you. We say hi to our friends Lisa Guerrero, Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, Wyatt Holliday, Stacy Hayes, Amy Hayes, Frida Hayes, Moritz Hayes, Kellyanne Collins. We also say hi to Emily Walsh, Sean Broyles, Lena Gwynn, Rebecca, Audrey Dogren, Alex Sims, Nick Mantis. We also give a little love to Casey Lennox, Dana Devon, and Peter Oida, Louisa Fernanda, Ivy McKellen, all of our folks, including Wyatt Holiday. How you doing? Now, let's get over to Facebook. We already done the third of that. Jeremy J. Keaton, Samantha Phillips, Sammy O'Neill, QCN, Monica Cram, Gary Cram. We also say hello to Jay the Brain Man, Anne-Marie Man, Brian Man, Angela Peterson, Christina Peterson. We say hello to my mother, the hardest working mom this side of North America. We say hello to Linda Steele, Brenda Dixon, Cleo Glide, Brenda Gaminsky. We say a big ol' howdy do to Amanda Burns, to the Wayward Wanderers, Sarah Jane Underwood. We also say hi to the Pickrells, Ricky Pickrell, Michael Pickrell, Tony Pickrell, and Yvonne Pickrell. That's not enough. Say hi to Bobby Strauss, Melissa Coates, Sabu, Chris French, Chris Lewis. Humble people that they are. And they do so well for everybody. Yes, they do. Is it? Well, I'll try before I hit my goodnight button. We want to also say goodnight to Claudia Treos, Courtney Lynn Elwood, and all the fine people of Dorothy Malone. Great group of ladies who make great and wonderful harmony in music than ever before. Yes, friends. We're still live on the air, please. Tess Broussard, how you doing? Also to Roman Ronan. And that's not enough. All the gang over at TV6. We say hi to Panda Yen, to Cassie Little, Helena Kirby, to Vanessa Elise, to Amari Woods. Cassie Little, Amari Woods, Vanessa, and Helena. All my friends from Text Me TV. I'll say a great hey there to Alabama Cole, to Danielle Wilcox Gravis, to George Templeton, James Murph Dog Murphy, Johnny Spitfire, to Phil Monahan, to Regina Lewis, all my friends here on ye old Facebook, George Templeton, Marley Wiley, Jeff Rollo, Dale Sankey, Nellie K9, Mrs. Nellie K9, all the good folks. Bobby Langford, how you doing? Nick Ricada. I'll say hi and a great hello to Come Geek Some and all my friends from Comicsgate and beyond. That's it. We're done. We're ending quickly. We love that. Oh yes, we say Matthew Nichols, hello. Jerry Nichols, hello. Nancy Nichols, hello. Everybody, hello. And that is it for us. We have did it. We're ending in a high note because the low notes you can't hear. That's going to wrap it up for us. I am Steve, the Baxman Baxline. Until we meet again, and believe me, we will tomorrow night, right after I think it's either the NBA playoffs or another Stanley Cup long-winded speechification. I don't know, but we're going to be on a little delay, probably same time as tonight. We'll just find out, and we'll bring it all to you. But that is going to do it. Thank you, everybody. Until then, please remember, for those of you that love sports, may your favorite team always be winners. Good night, America, wherever and whomever ye shall be. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Good night, and blessings as always.